Discover English School video channel.
Hello everyone, my name is City and this is Maria, and welcome to Ian Discovery talk show about Canada.
So today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic that many people find intriguing.
It concerns more the youth, and the topic is dating.
So we are going to compare life in Belarus in terms of dating and life in Canada regarding dating. So and we'll start with describing boys and girls in both countries. So what would you say about girls in Belarus and girls in Canada? What are similarities and what are the differences?
Well, I will start with girls in Canada because I used to live in Canada, and I would say that girls in Canada are not dressing as flashy, not trying to impress guys as much. Versus in Belarus, girls are really focused on their appearance and good clothes, just like boys in Canada too, but we will come to that later. Also, I would say that girls in Canada are more friendly, they're less cold in their attitude, and they're not expecting for a guy to basically do everything for them and bring the whole world on a plate, metaphorically speaking. They're more independent, I would say.
Mm-hmm. So in Belarus then?
In Belarus, it's totally the opposite from my own experience. Girls like to feel more fragile and guided by men rather than in Canada, and they're really focused on dressing good. And I've even met girls while walking on the street, and I was approaching them, and they were really well dressed. And then when it comes to knowing their age, they were underage, under 18, and they looked like they were overage. So
that surprised you then?
That really surprised me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what about men then? So what about men in Canada? What are they like?
Men in Canada are really, there's various types of men in Canada for every social sphere, but generally they're also less stressed, more easygoing, less trying to impress and try to bond more and have a girl that will be their soulmate. And they are not focused on appearance, they're focused on the amount of fun they can get while hanging out with a girl.
That's interesting.
What would you say about men in Belarus, Maria?
Well, again, that's my personal experience, but very often men in Belarus pay attention to the way girls look, and that's probably why girls try to impress them that much using their appearance. So they pay attention how well-dressed the girl is, how she looks after herself, and what haircut she has, so if she does sport or not, what kind of body she has and stuff like that. So from my experience, men in Belarus find it very important. And one more thing, they expect the girl to kind of be able to do it all, meaning like to have a job, to look after herself, to be sporty and good looking, and to manage around the house.
I would disagree on one thing though. I would say men in Belarus, where when it comes to the job, they really care that a girl is looking and taking care of and invests money into herself, but I would say they don't really care about the job the girl has, because the dating etiquette in Belarus says that guys should pay for the girl and take care of her financially and do more and like imply themselves more into the financial problems between the two, like when they're partners.
Yeah, I agree with you here that they don't pay attention to how much a girl earns actually. So obviously they want the girl to be well educated probably and to have some kind of job, but they don't pay attention to how much she earns in the position. Okay, so now coming up to the most interesting topic, which is the first date. So what do people do in Canada on the first date?
Well, I will start with approaching the girl first, you know? Approaching the girl in Canada I wouldn't say the girls are easy, but I would say it's easy going.
It's more relaxed.
It's more
right?
relaxed, yeah. And basically, social media in Canada is very developed, so everybody knows everybody almost. So, in terms of approaching the girl, guys usually say, "Oh, I saw you at that event," or "I saw you over there. What are you doing this weekend?" Or just going straight to the point, and less making compliments before, and less trying to impress the girl when they're approaching her.
Okay, right. So, how does it look like in Belarus from your experience?
I would say that most girls I've talked to, and I'm a handsome guy, they are cold. They're very cold. Well, mostly they're waiting for me to impress them with something, and that's what I feel like. I didn't have a good experience in Belarus, unfortunately, so far. But yeah, it's very hard for me to get a match, and as if I have to conquer a girl, before actually seeing her.
Okay, so what kind of things do you think Belarusian girls are looking for? What kind of things do you think they expect from your experience?
Yeah, well, this thing, I would say clearly that in Belarus, girls are looking for stability, security, social security, financial security a lot. They like to feel, as I've said previously, more fragile and taken care of. Whereas in Canada, girls are really independent. They are thinking about their education, and dating is something, it's not on their first line of their note things to do, it's not on their first line in their checklist, like I have to date, I have to get married. There's a lot of haste here on getting married and building a family, whereas in Canada it's more relaxed, and some people get married at 30, or some people don't get married at all and live their whole life together. So here girls are more looking on, as I've said, security, whereas in Canada they don't rely on men as much.
Right. So how would you actually invite the girl on a first date? What language would you use?
Really easy, simple language. Don't go flashy with compliments and everything. Try to be original. Say something that you really mean, and something in context. Context has a lot of matter in Canada. It matters a lot. I wouldn't try to bring flowers on the first date. It's
Right.
too much. It's giving the impression that you're being too serious. It's really those typical stereotypes of East European men that try to impress an American girl, or Italian men, they try to bring flowers and everything. It's not about love. In Canada, we have this concept of friendship, and
So this kind of flowers on the
it's
first
too much.
date would rather scare a girl
yeah, it
rather
would
than
scare a girl
produce
rather
a good
than-
impression.
Yeah. And clothes. Now, next topic, clothes. I would say people really dress different in Canada. We're going to have a video about that also. But real quick right now, you don't have to wear something really flashy or impressive. Just good, looking clean, looking well kept. And some guys, they have a lot of styles, There's no etiquette for, there's no guidelines to follow for clothes for guys. As if they have to dress all the same way. It goes with your style. Some guys are more sporty, Arab guys are more sporty, they wear skinny jogging pants. White guys, they wear jeans or something. Black guys, they like to wear jeans also, but either more baggy or really skinny jeans, and they pay attention to their haircut. So yeah, I would say. Whereas girls, I've seen girls pull up. That's a good vocabulary sport. Pull up in.
So what exactly does it
pull
mean?
up? Pull up means when you come to a place. Pull up, you can pull up in a car. You can pull up just on a metro. It's coming to a rendezvous point. So thank you. So I've seen girls pull up in jogging pants, or it depends on what you do on the first date. It really depends on how you feel, and some girls are straight up telling me, look, today I didn't do my hair and I don't feel like that fine, and I would say just okay, you know, they're really comfortable with themselves, you know. It's not a must to look nice.
Right, so they like men in Canada do not expect a woman to show up like in a fancy dress and wearing high-heeled shoes on the first date.
Not at all.
And perfect makeup.
It's all about
stuff.
comfort. It's all about comfort. There's this friendship concept and comfort together. Like, you have to really feel comfortable so you can talk about stuff together. I've chilled, you know, it's another vocabulary word, like hanged out, like spent time, chilled with a girl in my car for at least 3 hours. We went to buy some food, then just parked our car and talked, and you know, she was just wearing comfortable running shoes, jeans, and a little leather jacket because it was cold, and it was all fine, you know.
Yeah, right. So this kind of more relaxed attitude to dating in general.
Yeah, stress is not a place. There's no place for stress here.
Right.
Like.
Yeah. So that it should be easygoing and relaxed. Okay, and you can chill together, as we've said. Well, another topic is that when people actually go out together on a date and they come to a restaurant or to a cafe, who is expected to pay?
Honestly, those kind of things are discussed previously, and usually people split the bill. Unless you really want to make a gift, or you really want to impress the girl and you want to really show her that you got money, but then it goes like with that, I'm gonna pay for everything to you, I'm just like buying you, you know, not buying, but like I'm really rich, you know. But normal guys, they like, as I used to do, I used to talk about it, do you have enough money to go there or something, and if the girl would say no, I would say okay, I'll pay for you. But that happened not so often, but it did happen, yeah. But usually we split the bill, and
so, and by the way, that's another good vocabulary unit, yeah? So you can say a piece of vocabulary you can use. Split the bill, which
means dividing the cost of what you're paying for the night in half. Like, half for Maria, half for City.
Yeah, I pay for myself, and City pays for himself. Yeah, we split the bill.
Yeah, and another really interesting part, when we come to chilling, it's a little party, but it's different. A party is something really massive, and chilling is something small in an apartment or outside. Usually girls, they feel really comfortable bringing their own stuff. They don't wait for them to be given something by guys. They bring their own alcohol, they bring their own food, if it's pizza or something, and they just enjoy the night.
Right, yeah, basically here the situation is very different. So you can say, so what was your experience like?
Here, I haven't been to a lot of chillings, but I know that dating etiquette here says that the person that invites the other to the restaurant should pay for the other person. I'm not really comfortable with this.
Yeah, but that's true. It is a part of our culture that girls, if they go out on a date, they expect to